In the middle of a silent desert, a fire has been burning for over 50 years. The wind blows gently across the sand, but the ground in one place never cools. Instead, it glows with red flames that dance day and night. The fire makes no loud noise, it just burns, and it has never stopped. This strange fire sits in the Karakum desert of Turkmenistan. Locals call it the door to hell. Tourists travel long distances to see it with their own eyes. Scientists are still trying to understand it. But here's the real mystery. No one has been able to put it out. In today's video, we'll explore how this fire started, why it's still burning, and what it means for the future of our planet. Make sure to subscribe if you love learning about real places that show how powerful and surprising nature can be. The discovery. Back in the early 1970s, Turkmenistan was part of the Soviet Union. A team of scientists and engineers came to the Karakum Desert to search for natural gas. They believed there was a large gas field under the dry land. They started drilling with heavy equipment. At first, everything went as planned, but suddenly the ground gave way. The soil and rock collapsed, and the machines fell into a massive hole. The scientists had accidentally created a large crater. What they didn't realize at the time was that the ground they were drilling into was full of natural gas. When the ground opened up, the gas began leaking out. The team was worried. The gas could be poisonous and it could spread to nearby areas. So they made a bold decision. They set the crater on fire, hoping it would burn off all the gas in just a few days. But days passed, then weeks, then years. The fire never stopped. What started as an accident became one of the world's strangest burning places. The door to hell. The burning crater is known around the world as the Darvaza Gas Crater. But the people who live nearby call it something else. They call it the door to hell. And when you see it, you understand why. The crater is huge. It's about 230 feet wide and 100 feet deep. That's as wide as a football field and as deep as a 10-story building. At night, it glows bright orange and red, lighting up the desert around it. The flames shoot up from inside the hole, as if the earth itself is on fire. Visitors who stand near it say it feels like standing next to a giant oven. The heat is intense, even from far away. You can hear the soft roar of the fire and see the gas bubbles burning on the surface. The flames never go out. They flicker and rise day after day like a never-ending breath of fire from underground. Photographers and travelers say the place feels otherworldly. Some say it's like standing on Mars. Others say it looks like something from a science fiction movie. But it's real, and it has been burning like this since the early 1970s. Even though it's in the middle of the desert, the door to hell has become a popular place for tourists. People come from all over the world to see the crater, take photos, and stand at the edge of the fire. Still, many locals believe the fire is cursed. Some stories say the land should never have been disturbed. Others believe the fire is a warning from nature, showing what happens when humans dig too deep into the earth. Whatever you believe, the Darvaza Gas Crater is not just a hole in the ground. It's a reminder of what happens when we mix science, nature, and a bit of accident. And the fire keeps burning. Can it be stopped? Over the years, scientists and government leaders have asked the same question. Can we put this fire out? The answer so far is no. In the early days, the Soviet team thought the gas would run out in a few weeks. That's why they set the fire in the first place. But the underground gas supply was much bigger than they thought. It just kept coming, and the flames kept growing. Decades later, the government of Turkmenistan tried again. In 2010, the president ordered scientists to find a way to stop the fire. He was worried about health risks, damage to the land, and the country's image. But shutting it down turned out to be a lot harder than expected. Why? Because the fire is being fed by a deep natural gas reserve. The gas travels through cracks and tunnels under the earth. Even if one part is blocked, gas finds another way up. It's like trying to stop water from leaking in a sponge. It just keeps moving. Also, sealing the crater is dangerous. If they pour dirt or sand into it, the gas might still leak and catch fire somewhere else. If they use water, the steam could cause explosions or push the gas out in new ways. And sending people too close is risky, because the heat is intense and the ground around the edge is weak. Some engineers have suggested using special chemicals or equipment to stop the gas flow. Others say the best idea is to let it burn until the gas is gone. But after more than 50 years, the gas still hasn't run out. So for now, the door to hell stays open. Is it safe? Experts say it's mostly safe if you keep a distance. But there are always risks. The fire releases gases into the air, and the ground nearby can shift or break. That's why visitors are warned to stay on firm paths and not get too close to the edge. Even with the risks, people keep coming. They want to see the fire that no one can stop. What it means for Earth's future. The fire in the Karakum desert is more than just a strange sight. It's also a warning. The gas that keeps the fire burning is mostly methane. Methane is a powerful greenhouse gas. When it escapes into the air, it traps heat in Earth's atmosphere, much more than carbon dioxide. Scientists worry that fires like the one at the Darvaza Crater are adding to climate change. And this crater is not the only place where gas can leak from the ground. Across the world, there are gas fields under the Earth's surface. Some are deep below oceans. Others sit beneath forests, cities, or farmlands. If drilling is not done carefully, or if something goes wrong, gas can escape. In some places, it could even catch fire. The crater in Turkmenistan shows what can happen when a small mistake leads to a big, lasting problem. But it also teaches us something important. It shows how much energy the Earth holds underground. Natural gas is powerful. It heats our homes, cooks our food, and runs factories. But it also carries risks. If not handled carefully, it can harm the planet. Scientists study the door to hell to learn more about gas behavior, underground pressure, and how fires burn in open craters. They hope this knowledge will help prevent similar accidents in the future. And maybe, one day, they'll even learn how to safely shut the fire down. But the Darvaza Crater is not just about danger and warning. It's also about curiosity and learning. Many scientists who visit the site say it inspires them. They see it as a natural lab, a place where they can study how gas behaves under the earth, how fire interacts with different kinds of rock, and how long a flame like this can survive. They use what they learn here to improve safety in other gas drilling projects around the world. The crater also brings up big questions. Should we leave it alone? Or should we spend more money and time to close it? What matters more, protecting the environment or using it as a way to learn? Some experts say we must find a balance. We need energy, but we also need to respect the planet. We need science, but we also need caution. The fire reminds us that Earth is still full of mysteries. Deep underground, there are powerful forces we can't always control. Sometimes our best tools and smartest minds still don't have all the answers. And sometimes a simple mistake, like drilling in the wrong spot, can create something no one expected. That's the story of the Darvaza Crater, a fire that refuses to die. A single spark in the desert became a fire that refuses to die. What started as a science project turned into a burning crater that's still alive 50 years later. It lights up the night sky. It draws people from around the world. And it reminds us that nature, once disturbed, doesn't always go back to sleep. Some call it the door to hell. Others see it as Earth's open wound. But no matter what you call it, one thing is clear. It's one of the strangest and most powerful places on the planet. Subscribe to uncover more strange places where Earth shows its hidden power. There's so much more to explore.